Welcome to SFN, your preeminent source for space and defense news and all things tangentially related. We're your hosts, loyal to the foil here at Houston Mission Control, and we've got Alara of Sirius in low Earth orbit, and we're here live every Sunday night.
Woohoo! Space Force News, Sunday nights. Here we are. How is everybody doing? Are we having a happy Easter? Hello,
Happy Easter?
Hello, Shaz. Hello, Yvonda. Hi, Sarah, Keystone, Nikita, UFO Mark, Kip True, Ascension Diaries, our amazing space weather girl, Detox with Dessa, Abrahadabra. Here we go. So, is Foxhole still down? I'm seeing D-Live peeps and YouTube peeps. Could somebody just,
not.
when you
Let
get
me
us,
go take a look.
yeah, happy Easter, friends. It's great to be here. This is what,
Yes.
Space Force News number 31. Happy Easter,
Yes,
Space Force
I
News.
should have been loyal to the Jesus foil today, for sure.
That would have been good. Did you see Path?
Right.
Did you see Path the Least Resistant? Shout out to Path. Did you see Path's meme?
No, I did not.
Pepe Jesus
And-
risen. With,
Aw,
yeah,
what?
and Trump was the sun. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, did you miss that
I
one?
did not see that.
Yeah, that
yes,
one was
I
great.
Did miss that one.
I believe-
Foxhole is still down, apparently.
Oh, man. Okay, so, yep, here. Hey, Lala, good to see you. Hi, Jimmy Riggin, Becky Lou, Kay Rhea, Suiterbug, Mrs. Lizard Breath, Mr. Fox. Hi, Ryan, our cloaked unseen world. Yeah, so I guess Pilled and Foxhole's down right now, so you will have to move over to D-Live or YouTube in order to watch the show.
Well, Alara, Foxhole's down. I'm pretty sure they've determined they got to be on YouTube or D-Live at this point.
You would think, logically, right? But, you know, logic tend to escape me at times, you know? Sometimes I think it escapes them.
It happens.
So, yeah, exciting to be here. It's Easter, you know? We got a good laugh to start with, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Break it down. Break it down.
Okay, let's start
Right?
with a laugh. How about that, guys? Here we go. Ready?
No,
Get set.
not at all.
Oh, man, we got to get rid of us first.
Yeah, right? Look at this happy Easter message from these guys.
Yeah,
Aw.
look at this. We got
Look at
we
that.
got a message from the resident Bidens.
And today, as spring returns, we see hope all around us. Families are getting the financial help they need to take a breath once again. Businesses are recovering, and more Americans are getting life-saving vaccines.
We share the sentiments of Pope Francis, who has said that getting vaccinated is a moral obligation, one that can save your life and the lives of others. By getting vaccinated and encouraging your congregations and your communities to get vaccinated, we not only can beat this virus, we can also haste the day.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
they didn't say anything about Easter, but sure going to bring in Francis. Like, come on now. Their celebration of springtime. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Thanks, there.
What
Chiden?
were they even talking about? But anyway, so yes,
Man, who
happy
knows?
Easter, friends. Isn't that amazing? I love it when Cat Turd writes things on their heads.
Right?
I don't know who made that meme. I think it's, what's his name?
That's El Donato Trumpo.
El
right?
Donato Trumpo. Yeah, so if you guys still have a
My
Twitter
guy,
account,
right?
which not many of us do, you're going to want to follow that memer over there on
He's
Twitter.
pretty funny.
Yeah, he's amazing. So, hi, Divine Fractal, Tanette, Lori, Crusader84, Roseanne, Glock Blaster MC. Man,
Woo.
that's quite
Right.
a name.
I'm down.
Droid Ion. Yeah,
Droidian?
Droidian. And there's Sofa. Hi, Sofa. Now I know who you are. Happy Easter to you too, friend. So, yeah, man, it's Easter. I'm feeling spry, you know. But you know, all right. First, I'll go into what's going to be happening on the show today.
What is happening? Because I don't even know. You got to fill me in. Tell me what's going
All
on
right.
today.
Well, today,
All right.
let's see. What do we got going on? We got Mississippi UFO incident that actually made headlines, which is exciting. Woohoo! Progress, right? Cancer vaccine, BrainGate tech, China-Iran
Dun, dun, dun.
pact, right? That's wonderful. NATO intercepts Russian planes. Captain Star Eagle. I'm so excited about this.
That's
right?
the coolest name.
Yes.
I just want to say.
We have a
If I
Space
could
Force
be a captain. Yes, it better be
and
Star Eagle.
her name is
right?
Star Eagle, and it's very exciting. We'll be going into that. So SpaceX has put out the call for a mass exodus out of wherever, California and wherever else, to Texas.
Right.
So we'll be going into that. There's some opposition coming against Space Command headquarters being in Alabama now. So we'll be going into some of that. Yeah. Space Force broadband, Russia-Ukraine situation, direct manipulation of antimatter, and the UFO. Man, don't even get the UFO that Scott caught at UFO Sightings Daily. Scott, shout out to you.
Helio viewer, that was pretty.
Man, that is one of the most like craziest things I have seen in a long time.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure. That's a good one.
I was like, I even cursed. I commented on his channel and I even cursed, guys. What does that tell you? I mean, I put the little asterisks, but I still cursed. You know, that's a big deal for me. So yeah, all that and more on Space Force News. We'll be right back. If I can find the button. We'll be right back.
Do you want to bring balance to all the wireless radiation fields in your life, including 5G? The Omnia Radiation Balancer is a small sticker you can stick on any device. It changes the state of the field and creates a new resonance between the wireless radiation and your energy field. On the link below, you'll see all our testing results that show how the body responds excellently once you've made this change in your life. Plus, here's a special discount code at the store. Just enter SFN at the checkout. It's easy to bring balance back to your body with the Omnia Radiation Balancer.
Yeah. So if you're ready to bring balance back to your body, enter code SFN at checkout for a 10% discount. The link is always in YouTube below. Well, the YouTube, if you're on YouTube, it's below. But if you're somewhere else, then it's not below.
Somewhere else.
Yeah,
right?
Then it's somewhere else. Right.
I need to balance my radiation fields.
Right.
I felt compelled to share that. Yeah.
You need to balance a few things.
Oh, I got some fields that need balancing, man.
I got a few things that need to be balanced.
Show?
All right, so super chats from last show, which I think I made a telegram. Okay, so two things we need to cover real quick. All right, the main place you can find Foil and find her postings and find out what's going on with Foil would be over on Twitter. She's still over on Twitter. That is linked in the description below her Twitter account. Actually, her link tree is. And me, I have started a Telegram channel recently. That is where I post almost everything. I'm not very good at posting on the other sites, so definitely follow me over on Telegram if you have a Telegram account. As far as super chats from last show, that's what I was going to go into. So my interview with Joe and Abe, I had to pull it down because, well, you know, because they're awesome, right? Right. Yeah. And so it's over on BitChute, guys. And I'm slowly trying to move all of my content over to BitChute and Rumble. And possibly I'm looking into some other things. So working on it. It's in progress. So yeah, the interview with Abe and Joe, if you're wondering where it went, is over there on the 1 foot and 5D BitChute. So yes, super chats from last week. Suiterbug, Brooke Van Horn, Chris Hawkins, Christina Love, from D Live, Sean Joe, Adam Hugapug, Astro Kitty 3N, and by donation, Mandy and Callie. Thank you so much for your support.
We
you guys.
love you.
We love you. Yep. We said it in unison. Look at that, Foil.
I know.
Look at that. Hi, Rainbow Snuggle Fritz. Good to see you. Fearless. All right, so. Oh, man. Suiterbug said we'd be looking fine tonight. We looking fine? You guys like my amulet?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I do. I noticed that. I thought that's pretty snazzy. I know.
You like it? It's a protection.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's a protection amulet. Lord knows I need that. Looks like you need one, too, at this rate.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Do I ever, right?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I love it. It's great. So's the shirt. I'm not as hot as I normally am. I'm really feeling it. We're good. So why don't we... Okay, so first... This guy is so extraordinary and so wonderful.
Thanks, Lori.
We're just going to have to... Thank you, Lori. We're just going to have to... So if you guys missed the church guy that went off on the Gestapo...
Oh, boy.
This is the greatest thing. So we're going to have to play it just because it's so great.
I need to thank Judy's Pissed.
Okay.
Also, who donated.
You don't need my permission.
Yeah, that was it. Thank you, Judy's Pissed. I'm also pissed frequently. So... Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. All right. So the church guy This guy's amazing. He's great. He deserves to be played, so we're gonna play him.
He's also pissed.
He's very pissed.
Right?
Yeah,
I was
handled
pissed just watching him get pissed.
This
right?
is amazing. Here we go. Hold on.
Laying the smackdown.
Right? Get out, Gestapo! Out!
Right?
Yeah.
He ain't having it.
No. Love this guy. Here we go.
Come back with the warrant. Out! Out! Out!
You're required to be in court on those both on March.
It's not showing the whole clip.
That will be my 325th ticket. Whoa, count 1, 2, 3.
That's why I said
4.
you want the TMZ article.
Oh, I didn't know this wasn't the whole video, my
I
friend.
didn't know either until just right now. Hold on.
Man.
Let me see if I can find it for you. Man.
Come on, man.
Man, come on, man. Hold on.
Come on, man.
Listen, man. Listen.
Sorry
This
to
gotta
let
be
you
it.
down, guys, but, you know, she's... I don't know what's going on here.
I'm half dead today, guys. Don't...
All right, I'm going to start the
don't mind
Space
me.
Force news, okay?
Oh,
And
here
then-
it is. Boop.
Where? Where are
Look
you
at that.
popping it
Ta-da.
into?
Telegram. Where else would I send it?
Oh, okay. Well, let me go pick it up.
Look at that.
Yep.
Womp,
Here we
womp, womp. Hopefully that's right.
Okay.
Nah.
Because they want to... See if they want to watch it. If they want to watch it, then we're going for it. Here, we're going to go for it. Yeah, well, this would have helped in the beginning. Here. Let's see.
Yeah, see, there's a little video there.
Yeah, here we go. Let's check it out. This guy's just so great. He gets played just because. If everybody
Please get
did
out.
this,
Ah, that's
everybody
it.
needs
Please
to
get
do
out.
Look at that.
Get out of this property. Immediately get out.
this. Get out.
Get out of this property immediately. Out. I don't want to hear anything. Out of this property immediately. I don't want to hear a word. Out. Out. Out of this property immediately until you come back with a warrant. Out.
That's right.
Out. 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 Out of this property. Immediately out. Immediately go out and don't come back. I don't want to talk to you. Not a word. Out of this property.
He ain't
Not
out.
a word.
Of this property. Immediately out. I don't care what you have to say. Out. Out. Out of this property, you Nazis. Out. Out. Gestapo is not allowed here.
Ah, that's right.
Immediately, Gestapo is not allowed. Out.
I gotta do
Do you
this.
understand English?
Right.
Get out of this property.
He ain't letting
Go.
her get not
So go.
one word in.
Go. And don't come back without the warrant.
He's
Out,
pissed.
Nazi. Out. Out.
That's right.
Yep.
You
Out.
understand?
Come walking up in here.
Nazis are not welcome here. Out.
That's right.
And don't come back without the warrant. Do not come back without the warrant. You understand that? You're not welcome here. Nazis are not welcome here. Gestapo is not welcome here. Do not come back.
Oh,
you
that guy's my
Nazi
hero
I
of the
know.
day, man.
Psychopaths.
Unbelievable, sick, evil people.
I love this guy.
Intimidating people in a church during the Passover. You Gestapo, Nazi, communist, fascists.
You know his neighbors are laughing.
Don't
man.
you
Like,
dare
woo.
coming back here.
I love this guy.
Right, you walk on down the street there.
Can you
Keep it moving.
imagine those psychopaths? Passover, the
On Passover.
holiest Christian festival in a year, and they're coming to intimidate Christians during the holiest festival? Unbelievable. What is wrong with those sick psychopaths? It's beyond me. Wow.
Amen to this guy.
Yeah.
Wow. How dare they?
Yep.
How dare they?
Love this guy. Love this
Definitely
guy.
my freaking hero of the day.
Yeah, he's my hero of like the year. I don't know. There's been a few heroes lately, but he's definitely on. He's up there on the list, right?
He let her say not nary a word.
Nothing.
Like
no.
not a
He
hello,
wasn't having it.
not a nothing.
Not budging at all. Just no.
right.
Love this guy. Great example.
Jeez.
All right, so
Cops should have seen it on their own to just be like, we're not. They gotta say we're not enforcing this stuff. They really do. Somebody just said something similar in the chat.
Oh,
The Leos need to.
you're either with us or you're against us. This is coming down to we all know, people. This is good and evil right here. This is freedom versus tyranny. This is not about politics anymore. This is not about that's it, simple. It doesn't matter whether you wear a uniform or don't wear a uniform or anyway. I won't get into politics because this is Space Force news, but Bravo to that guy.
Right? Woo!
If more of us did that, maybe they'd stop. So, anyway.
Amen to that.
All right, Captain Star Eagle, Space Force News. Oh, wait. Okay, so,
Yay.
all right. So, all the bumpers aren't done yet, you guys, but I've got a few of them, but I'm not supposed to use any of them till they're all done, right? But,
Look at you making
because
and
I
breaking rules
think
over
it's going
here.
to take another week, I decided we're going to throw one of them in, just so you guys get like a teaser of what the whole show's going to be like when it's all done. The whole revamping of the show. Space Force News 2.0. So yeah, we'll be playing the Nature Break bumper.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Nature break.
Yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, that'll be our little teaser for what's to come. So shout out to Brad Calogero Getz for your amazing bumpers and your amazing sense of humor. Hello, Casey. Good to see you. Hi, Scott Robinson. All right, so Captain Star Eagle. Like, this is awesome. Captain Star Eagle. Look at this.
You couldn't get a cooler name.
Right? Meet Captain Star Eagle. Space Force swears in its first female Native American intel officer. Look at her. She even looks awesome, right?
She does look kind of awesome.
She really does. There's other pictures of her too. Like, and look at it. It says Star Eagle on it. That's, I don't know.
I know. It's so appropriate.
I just think it's the coolest
the
thing.
way the universe works.
It's like some Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you could totally see her on a starship. Go talk to Captain Star Eagle. You know, I don't know. I think it's cool. Super cool.
Right.
Yeah. So, Space Force just welcomed its first female Native American intelligence officer. Captain, how do you pronounce that? Haida? Haida Star Eagle, 17-year veteran of the Air Force, transferred into the fledgling service earlier this month, according to news release. She hails from the 36th Intelligence Squadron at Joint Base Langley, Eustis, E-U-T-I-S, Eustis, Virginia, where she served as a flight commander of training. She will remain with the 36th until her new duty title and station are approved. Her commitment to her airmen is at a level I've never seen before, Master Sergeant Ryan Ritchie, the 36th Chief of Training, said in the release. We are losing an amazing captain. The Space Force is gaining one, and we're just so proud of her. Her people speak really, really highly of her. Oh, yeah, here's the other picture of her. I don't know. I just think it's so awesome. Yeah. Right. And it's a woman, and it's amazing. Her father, Chief Samuel Little Fox, the shaman of all 13 Long Island tribes, pinned the new occupational badge on Star Eagle during her March 12th Space Force induction ceremony at Langley. When I was born, during my naming ceremony, the shaman came back from his vision quest and told my father that I was destined for the stars. Star Eagle said, my entire life has been focused toward the stars, and joining the Space Force puts me one step closer to following that dream. Man, right?
Right.
I wish I knew the purpose of my life when...
Cosmic alignment, man.
I certainly didn't know, but yeah, I think that's so cool. So, congratulations to Captain Star Eagle. That is like the coolest thing. Yeah. All right, so Space Force is finalizing plan to procure broadband from low orbit satellites. Yeah, man. The U.S. Space Force last week asked satellite internet companies for updates on the performance and capabilities of their networks. This information is intended to help the government decide how to go about buying broadband services from operators of low-orbit satellites. A request for information was posted March 24th by the U.S. Space Force Commercial Satellite Communications Office, an organization that acquires satellite-based communication services on behalf of the Defense Department. Other federal... Just move it closer, Commander. Move it closer. See that? I solved my own problem.
Look at that.
Yeah. All right, now if I can figure out where I was, we'll be right back to business.
Help the governments decide how to go about buying broadband services?
The office originally issued a request for information a year ago from PLEO ComStatCom, short for Proliferated Low Earth Orbit Commercial Satellite Communications. Woo! A lot has happened in the industry over the past year, so procurement officials are updating their market research before they issue a draft request for proposals this summer. The U.S. military buys communication services from low Earth orbit satellites operator Iridium and has been conducting experiments with emerging providers like SpaceX. PLEO-ComStatCom would be the first attempt to buy broadband services on a broader scale from a new generation of providers. The Space Force is interested in bids from companies like SpaceX and OneWeb that already have operational networks, and also from companies that plan to start deploying constellations in the near future, such as Tesla, Leo, and Amazon's QUIP, or I'm sorry, Kuiper. Right, got it.
Kuiper, like the Kuiper belt.
Correct. Yeah, thanks. The Space Force. What am I going to do with her? What am I going to do with myself? Where was I? See, you distracted me again. It was the Kuiper thing. All right, Space Force for decades has acquired communication services from traditional geostationary satellite operators. The request for information says it's interested in LEO broadband for its faster speeds and lower latency. In preparation for a projected draft RFP to be issued second quarter this year, CSCO requests additional information about the capabilities of existing and planned P-LEO ComStatCom systems. To be eligible to complete for a Space Force contract, companies have to be able to provide terminal to gateway latencies no greater than 50 milliseconds or propagation delays between a user terminal and a satellite no greater than 15 milliseconds. Services with higher latencies will not be considered. Companies are asked to answer a list of 26 questions that get into the nitty-gritty details of their networks and capabilities to support government customers. Yeah, exciting stuff, right?
Well, yeah. SpaceX is going to end up doing that for them because they
course.
are a government contractor.
Of course.
Right?
All right, so opposition grows to putting Space Command headquarters in Alabama. Colorado does not like this. No, they do not like this one bit.
Can't go down there to Alabama? What's wrong with you?
Senators from California, New Mexico, and Nebraska have joined Colorado in putting pressure on the Pentagon's decision to locate the permanent headquarters of the U.S. Space Command in Alabama, according to a report this week. The senators are asking why and how the Pentagon sidelined a 2019 competition and relied on new process to evaluate the finalists in 2020. The signees were Senators Dianne Feinstein, there you go.
Yeah, imagine that.
Deb Fisher, Alex Padilla, Martin Henrich, and Ben Ray Luwan. Yeah. Colorado is a startup command location and has fought the move since it was announced. It is argued that Colorado is a superior location surrounded by other Air Force space assets. The headquarters is already there, and it would have won if former President Trump hadn't put his finger on the scales after losing Colorado to current President Joe Biden in the election.
Oh, wow. They must have missed the point where there is already a bunch of space crap in Alabama. Like, there's whole NASA stuff in Huntsville. I don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
Just want something else to cry about.
At stake are 1,400 military personnel and employees of supporting companies that would likely increase their presence near the headquarters. The Air Force says it's ranked the finalists for the permanent base home according to a grading system specifically designed to take politics out of the choice. Huntsville's Redstone Arsenal beat Colorado in 11 of 21 comparisons, according to a report on the rankings. According to the rankings, Alabama was in the top third in the categories of available and qualified workforce, nearness to mutually supporting space organizations at Redstone, room for the massive headquarters building, and parking lot and security. A third area of competition believed to be critical was the cost of construction and living in Alabama. Redstone is also a large military base and federal center of excellence that is home to multiple missile and space-related military and civilian operations. Most of the companies involved in commercial, government, military space efforts already have a presence there. The Arsenal space history.
Thank you, EO2 Dave. He says, Happy Easter, ladies.
Thank you, Dave.
Happy Easter, sir.
Happy Easter, everyone. The Arsenal space history goes back to the first American satellite and the missile that launched it in a space race with the Soviet Union. NASA's Rocket Propulsion Center is there. The Marshall Space Flight Center, commercial space companies like Dynetics and Blue Origin are competing there to win the NASA contract to land the next humans on the moon. United Launch Alliance builds rockets to carry American military satellites into space in nearby Decatur on the Tennessee River. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep up with this and see how this
the
turns out.
redneckitude in Alabama. I think it's perfect.
Oh, it's
personally
fantastic. Look, my space cup.
I know, I love it.
Dun, dun. You should have done some music for this. I need music while I'm drinking this because it's just that cool.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Not gulping music, Foil, but I mean, it's better than nothing.
Music. That's what I hear in my head.
Hi, Matt. All right, so where are we at now? Let's see.
Not a clue.
What is this? I know. Space versus Air Force. Why the fight over ICBMs is just the beginning.
Dun, dun, dun.
U.S. Space Force Commander General Raymond likened the Space Force's relationship to the Air Force to the Marine Corps' connection to the Navy, united yet distinct at the same time. Here's what you need to remember. Hypersonic weapons and the kinds of faster-moving ICBMs expected in the future are also systems from which the architects of new generations of space weapons developers can learn from. Perhaps future space drones can help engineer a sensor web between otherwise dispersed satellite systems, creating a seamless integration of combat data sharing and operational synergy. Anti-satellite weapons, lasers, nuclear warheads, space drones, and hypersonic weapons skimming along the upper boundaries of the Earth's atmosphere are all part of uniting the Air Force with the emerging U.S. Space Force. U.S. Space Force Commander Raymond likened the Space Force's relationship to the Air Force to the Marine Corps' connection to the Navy, united yet distinct at the same time. Oh, that's the second time they said that. Marines pride themselves on everyone being a rifleman, and they have their distinct culture. At the same time, they rely on Navy for ships, medical support, and so on. You know, this kind of gets into the territory we were talking about. Was the last show or the show before? Like, what do they fly? Like, they have yet to tell us that. You realize they've told us they're Space Marines, but they have yet to tell us what they're going to fly?
Well,
we have a
space
cislunar
drones at the
highway
moment, apparently.
patrol. We have a cislunar highway patrol. But we have, apparently, we have no vehicles. We got no vehicles for our guys to fly in, I guess.
They want us to believe
they better hurry up.
Be drones.
They better hurry up and invent something, huh? Real fast. I better talk to Salvador Pais. See if he can come off some of that tech.
Right?
No way.
Never. This is the year. This is the year, dude. We're gonna get.
They're gonna have to, man. They have to.
We're gonna get some intel, man.
They can't keep this up for too much longer. They gotta do something.
You would think. I hope.
Like they have to. Like they gotta I don't know. June's gonna be interesting, guys. It's gonna be interesting to see what they come with in June. Did you see what the MUFON guy said that I put on my Telegram? Foil.
No, I did not.
Yeah, I can't remember what it said, but he said something to the effect, well, I think she was asking him, the journalist was asking, what do you think we're going to see in the report in 180 days? And he was saying something about that they're going to say that, man, I wish I could remember. They're going to say that they're, that these are interdimensional in nature, these beings. I hope they admit there's beings.
I think so.
I hope they admit there's beings. I mean, they have to. They can't really get around that, you guys, can they? They're going to have to admit there's a being. They've already admitted they found
debris some stuff that we didn't build. Who built it?
Right, then who built it, right? They're either interdimensional, extraterrestrial, ultra-terrestrial, or a combination of all three.
Yeah,
which is it?
I'm telling you.
Right? Either that debris came from Earth
or it didn't. Dead. Like, they'll tell us it's super old. And
what about the guys flying the ships around in the sky? They're dead? They're not dead? What, are they going to blame it on that? I don't know. Anyway, let's get through this part. We can go into rampant speculation on UFOs and disclosure.
I love rampant speculation, dude.
Yeah, right? That's why we like disclosure portion of the show, because we get to rampantly speculate and talk about alleged things that are going on. All right, Marines pride themselves in everyone. Okay, we already did that part. While there is and will continue to be massive amounts of overlap, given the rapid proliferation of new satellites and the advent of new space weapons, there will also likely be certain specific things which are unique to the Space Force. Space drones, for instance, could emerge at some point.
Space drones?
That's what they're going to call them in the beginning. Space drones. It was a space drone. Right. It has no pilot.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got their lies all lined up.
Yeah. Yep. Space
Very
drone.
Convenient.
So instead of a weather balloon, that'll be the new weather balloon. It was a space drone.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the new weather balloon, you guys.
No more swamp gas, guys. It was a space drone.
Yep. Space drone. That's it. Space drones can emerge at some point in the coming years, along with various kinds of space operating warplanes.
Yeah, they're talking about. Listen, yes, but they're talking about the what is it, 37B? That fake.
I know.
The Joe Dirt NASA plane. That's what they're talking about. Like they're about to run the Joe Dirt NASA plane as a weapons platform. Like, come on, guys. There's only so much you can do with like duct tape and chicken wire.
It's so true. But listen to that sentence again. Space drones, for instance, could emerge at some point in the coming years. So the new weather balloon will be space drones. Mm-hmm. We've got that much. Right. Along with various kinds. Mm-hmm. They said various kinds of space operating warplanes. I don't think it's just going to be the Joe Dirt plane. I mean, Call me crazy, right? I mean, but various
Does it
kinds
have
of
a Hemi?
space.
That's all I want to know.
Various kinds of space operating warplanes.
Space operating.
Smells like we're gonna be getting some UFOs to me. So
I hope so.
I mean, let's come
it's
on.
been-
75 years, 72 years, man.
Anytime now.
Airplanes, attack platforms, and drones configured to fly beyond the Earth's atmosphere will certainly need very different requirements for combat. The atmosphere beyond the Earth is sure to be quite different from areas closer in, creating a need for entirely new avionics, guidance, propulsion, sensors, and weapons than those that might be built for missions near Earth. Huh. You think? It's going
What
to
do they
need...
mean, be sure to be quite different? Like, ain't y'all supposed to know that already?
Right. Didn't you create a space force?
Like, yeah, you claim you've gone where? To the moon and wherever else. Like, y'all aren't sure about that? Or what's going on here?
Oh, man. It's interesting to watch it unravel, though, is it not, guys? Like, it really is. It's interesting to watch it unravel.
Oh, there it is. Look.
What?
The emerging X-37B, for
Of
instance, could
course.
soon become a space-traveling attack platform. That's the Joe Dirt plane, guys.
Right. I'm sure everybody's going to be really scared out there in the solar system when they see that X-37B coming at them. You know what I mean?
Playing Sweet Home Alabama.
Right?
I'm down. I support
Hey,
it.
that's intimidating. You know what I mean? I wish we had a picture of it. Man, what happened to our
click
picture?
It. There it goes. Click it where it says X-37B. Yep,
See if
there
there's
it is.
Is there a
Perfect.
picture? Watch.
Big and perfect. Look at this raggedy ass.
Boom! That's what we're going to
Look at
take
that.
on the universe with, guys. That's our space-fighting warplane. You know?
I'm terrified.
Bleep around and find out. This is what you're going
Right.
to get, right?
Fofo.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
We're done for, dude.
Woo!
We are done for. D-U-N, done.
Oh, this is fun.
Yep. Look
Yeah.
at that thing. That's
See?
the raggediest.
All right,
thing.
so where was I? Now that we diverted to the space plane. All right, we covered that article. We're done. All right, so
Yep.
Elon Musk calls for engineers, workers to move to Texas. He wants everybody to move to Starbase.
Hey,
Look, he's building his
I'm
empire.
Ready? Right? He's got to have
Come on, everyone!
You know, a place on Earth from which to launch his kingdom on
To
Mars.
Starbase and beyond.
Right? I'm going. I think that's where we need to go.
I think that's where we need to go live, Foyle. Can you imagine if we started doing Space Force News and Space Force News live from Starbase?
From Starbase.
We could get us a pimped out apartment right there on the water in Padre
That'd be
Island.
great.
We could throw space parties. I bet
I'm
they're
all
into
about
it.
it.
I'll bet you,
We can
yeah.
invite Elon. He'd probably even come hang out, man. I'm
Right?
sure.
We'd be like, you're welcome to come to our space base party.
Right?
Yeah.
Starbase space party.
Our Starbase
Starbase.
space party. Yeah, maybe he'll build us some of those cool tunnels with those
Ooh,
auto
a rave?
cars.
Can
Yeah.
we have tunnel raves?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. Here's hoping.
I think that we might need to do that. It sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
Right?
Right? Then there's a beach. I don't know. I'm down with it, you know? Man, can you imagine? He'd be so
yes.
nervous having us right there. We'd be always getting in trouble for it. Be like, let's go see what Elon's
I
doing.
told
Let's bring
you
you got the
about
camera.
the-
Let's go
the-
videotape him.
Bathroom scrubbing, toilet scrubbing robots. I'm
What do you
determined.
got in there,
I know
Elon?
He's got 'em.
What do you got in
Right?
there? We know you got some better stuff than that. Where are you hiding it
Tyler
at?
Koala. Right?
Hey, Tyler, what's up? Yeah, so, where was I? Yeah, we got all excited thinking about our space pad,
Starbase.
our Starbase
Right.
pad. Yeah, having space parties and, you know, looking for,
Tunnel raves.
yeah, looking for Elon's toilet scrubbing robots.
Toilet scrubbing robots. I know they're in there.
All right, SpaceX founder Elon Musk has a vision for the company's presence in Texas, where it's rapidly building and rapidly exploding. Oh, well, that's a good point. Starship spacecraft prototypes. He sees
Haters.
the area which he has unofficially named Starbase. Unofficially named. No, it's Starbase now. Whether they like it or
Right.
not, that's what
It is completely official now.
Right. Growing by several thousand people over the next couple of years. Musk put out a plea on Tuesday for engineers, technicians, and builders to relocate to Texas and join SpaceX. Please consider moving to Starbase or Greater Brownsville, South Padre area. And we're on it, Elon.
Right?
Yeah,
we have heard your call.
We heard
sir.
your call. We're on the way. Don't worry. He wants people to move to South.
Right.
Was that the Knight Rider? Was that the Knight Rider soundtrack?
What? Dun dun dun. No, that's what is that? That's Superman.
Do you know that was like my? You know that was like
Star
my.
Wars.
That was like my favorite show in elementary school. Was Knight Rider? Hell yeah!
Knight Rider was pretty sweet.
Hey, who else was it? Put a 1 in the chat if you were all about Knight Rider. 2 if you weren't. 1 if you're all about Knight Rider. 2 if you weren't. Because I got to find out how many people were as into Knight Rider as I was. Like, I think it was a little girl thing. Maybe let's see if the boys were into Knight Rider too.
No, that was completely a dude thing. What are
boys
you
were into
about?
it too? Oh, I was kind of like
convinced.
a little boy actually. Oh, look, it's all 1. See, they were all
Or
into
it's
Knight
an
Rider
everybody
too.
Thing, right?
Yeah, they were all into Knight Rider too. Well, 2. Koiss wasn't into it. You know. Patriot's trolling me and giving me a 0, so I don't know. Chef Matt wasn't in it. We got 3 people so far. Kitty Woo wasn't into it. FCO6 wasn't into it. I wish I could see the foxhole. Hold on, I'm gonna go bring up the foxhole real quick second.
Is it up now? I just want the car.
Oh, it's down. I forgot. Foxhole's down. Oh,
Yeah.
wah. Man.
Wah.
Yep.
Right.
So, yep. 17. Yeah, they love it, huh? They're just getting me. Well, a lot of takers. Look, Airwolf. My friend was in that show, Airwolf. One of my good friends was in that show. I think it was Airwolf. Man, I can't remember anything these days. I'm pretty sure it was Airwolf.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was Airwolf.
Are
that
you
she
a
was
space
on.
cadet today?
Dude, every day. You know.
Every day.
It's a struggle. Struggle's real.
All day, every day.
Yeah, well, I thought Knight Rider was amazing, and I would like a Knight Rider car. You know?
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah, I'd
Maybe
like
we can
my
even
own
get
kit.
one with that flies. That'd
we
be
can
super
can
cool.
drive our little kit cars around Starbase. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm just starting to see the vision for the
I'm
future
digging it.
foil.
Right.
I'm totally into it. All right, so back to where we were at. Must put out a plea on Tuesday for
Aw.
engineers.
Wait, thanks, Sarah. She says, keep up the great work of spreading truth. Ladies, love you guys. Love you, mods. Sending love and light to everybody today and every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm so happy for you and your situation. Hey, and guys, Foil's playing it off really good, but Foil doesn't feel good. So if you could send her some love, light, and the prayers and all whatever, however it is that you create that field.
I'm sick.
Can you create that field around the Foil because she needs it. She's a trooper though. She's getting through it today, but she's not feeling well.
Thanks.
I need some water. Man, it's Easter. This show's gonna go over today,
Right.
but that's fine because you know there's not much going on today. It's Easter, and why not?
Go, 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 go,
I'll do it again just for that.
go, 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 go,
Can you guys hear me gulping?
go, go, go.
It's not as good as the Puffin song though.
Right?
No Puffin song this week.
Oh, you shouldn't have said it.
We got a good nature break though. It's nothing.
cutie- was it
Look,
cutie?
why did we have to come out the gate?
Cutie,
Look,
got a cute
why do we have
booty.
why do we have to come out the jump with the Puffin? Because now everything is like anticlimactic compared to the Puffin. How can we ever
Hey.
outdo that? Never.
I don't think we can, but it's all right. We shouldn't. That's it's a mainstay. We don't want to try and outdo the Puffin. It stands on its own as mastery of nature break.
I know, guys. I'll get the Puffin shirt done. Don't worry. Hey, DK, good to see you. All right, so back to work here. So must put out his plea on Tuesday for engineers, technicians, builders to relocate to Texas and join SpaceX. Please consider moving to Starbase or Greater Brownsville, South Padre. Must called for essential support personnel of all kinds. A quick scan of open positions for Brownville shows SpaceX is looking to hire plenty of engineers, but also cooks, safety technicians, welders, security officers, managers, and crane operators. So
Crane operator.
right? Get on down to
Anything with
Starbase.
operator. I know.
There's bound to be something interesting going on over there. All right, so why
You
China?
gonna airdrop Newports and fried chicken to us like you did to
Right?
his one crew?
That was pretty cool, dude. What did he give it? He gave him chicken nuggets and
Yeah,
cigarettes.
no, like literally, fried chicken and Newports. He airdropped to them after they completed some level of tasks.
Nathan, you got it.
Allegedly.
Sade. Yeah, I love Sade. I love me some Sade. Ooh-wee.
Right.
Thanks for bringing that up. I'm gonna have to play some Sade later. All right, so why China's space program could overtake NASA?
Dun dun dun.
Thank you. I thought you were going to force me to do it that time. China has a good chance of becoming the dominant space power of the 21st century. You think?
Right.
And it's not just looking to copy NASA on the way to the top. Instead, the country is paying close attention to what the innovative U.S. companies like SpaceX are doing as well. To get ahead in space, communism is learning from capitalism.
Space communism? Does it really say that?
Yeah, it says
to get ahead in space, communism. Oh, okay.
Communism is learning from capitalism.
I was like, damn, man, space communism? Like,
right.
Already?
In the summer of 2019, a small Chinese rocket launched from an island spaceport in the southern part of the country. Close-up photos posted afterward on Chinese social media accounts showed small grid fins affixed the upper part of the Long March 2C rocket. Man, for the first time. They were virtually identical in design to the grid fins SpaceX used to steer its Falcon 9 rocket through the atmosphere for landings on its ocean-based drone ships. A year after the test, China's main space contractor revealed plans to develop the ability to reuse its Long March 8 booster, which is powered by kerosene fuel, the same type of power that fuels SpaceX rockets. By 2025, Chinese officials said the rocket would be capable of landing on a sea platform like SpaceX's Falcon 9 booster. And it's not just the Chinese government contractors that are emulating SpaceX. A growing number of semi-private Chinese companies have also announced plans to develop reusable rockets. Chinese firms such as Link Space and Galactic Energy have released schematics that seem to mimic SpaceX technology.
They're building what they stole, basically. They're building the IP that they stole. What a surprise.
None of this should be particularly surprising. Government-launched enterprises in both Russia and Europe have recently revealed plans to develop reusable rockets that are similar both in appearance and function to the Falcon 9 booster. But what makes the Chinese efforts to emulate SpaceX particularly notable is the country's expansive...
Cosmonism.
We got a new word. Yeah.
Yep, cosmonism.
You know who's good at that is Neo. She is great at making up words. What did she make?
Words, right?
Oh, I had them written down, but I don't know where I put them. What did she call us last when we were on her show? That was a lot of fun, by the way. When we went on Neo's show.
I loved going on her show.
That was a lot of fun.
Space-triots.
Yeah, she called us Space-triots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Patriotic space people. Space-triots.
Right.
Right. And it even has a female connotation to it. Like it's brilliant. Very good, Neo. If you're out there, hat tip.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing. That was a lot of fun on her show, by the way. That was
right. The question and answer period was great fun.
Yeah. And then she kept teasing me about how serious I am. I put so much thought into my questions, and yeah, it's that Scorpio energy, dude. Scorpios, we're a trip, for sure. All right, where was I? None of this shit. No. Chinese efforts in Earlier this month, the Chinese government signed an agreement with Russia to work together to build a moon base. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. China had also began planning to launch crewed missions to Mars and deploy a massive space-based commercial-scale solar power plant by 2050. Dude, imagine if you didn't understand what any of this stuff is or where we're going, or imagine if you knew nothing about that. You were just watching this from mainstream articles. You'd be like, are these people nuts? Where do they think they're going to go in the rocket? What you would be just tripping. Can you imagine? I wonder what the normies think.
Whatever they're told to think?
Yeah, it's a good point. Great point.
Gulp.
You're going to make me spit it all over the screen, Foil.
Oh, if it comes out of your nose, I'll feel so much better, even though I feel terrible today. That'll make my day, just so you know.
It'll go all over the screen, and then it'll be a real problem. We'll have technical problems. Yeah.
We have technical problems.
This is fine.
Right? This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I want some more of my Kofefe.
Go.
Stop.
No, never.
What if I spit it all over the camera, Foil?
You'll be fine. Go. So listen, they plan on starting to put together their space station this year. And it's crazy because the ISS is about done for. I don't know how many more fake repairs they can do on that thing. But, the United States is not involved in their little love fest. Right. They've invited everybody from everywhere else, but it's explicitly F you to us. You know, it's crazy. So, you know, it's going to be rough times in space, man.
Okay, Rhea
rough
said
times in space.
normies don't think, and I don't think they do.
Right.
Because I knew something was wrong in the 80s. When all of a sudden they were like, okay, no more rockets. We're not going anymore. We're all done, and we lost the technology. I was like, right. Okay.
Just magically.
I just had no idea how far along they were, but I knew something. I knew we were getting scammed. I knew something was up, you know, and I was full sleeper under mind control then. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll figure it out, guys. There's always hope. All right. So, rocket report. SpaceX ready super heavy. Russia tests new engine. All right. So first we'll go into the Virgin Galactic bit, and then
you know that's my thing, guys. I'm all about Virgin Galactic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Virgin Galactic reveals its newest space plane. I wish we had some footage of it.
It is actually really freaking slick looking. They take it up there with a whole separate plane. It doesn't launch from the ground. They tow it up there to like the edge of the atmosphere, and then it launches on its own. And the inside, I mean, it's laid out.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find it.
my background is only gone when I'm on the screen with the articles. I have it faded out on purpose. Yeah, I guess I leave my ship whenever we're reading articles, don't I? That's kind of odd.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's weird. It's a little bit weird.
Hold on.
All right, so let me read the part about Virgin while you try to find the whatever you're doing.
I am going to put some stuff in Telegram for you to show them.
Okay,
I'm super psyched.
On Tuesday, Virgin Galactic unveiled the newest vehicle in its fleet named VSS Imagine. Nice, I like that. The first in the Spaceship 3 line of spacecraft. It represents an upgrade from the current VSS Unity vehicle that Virgin Galactic is testing. According to Virgin Galactic, the new vehicle has been optimized to limit the mass of its structure and therefore its overall weight. The company anticipates a performance increase that will allow VSS Imagine to carry 6 passengers on short suborbital flights, whereas VSS Unity can carry only 4 customers in its main cabin. And then, let's see, I'm going to cut on down to
If
Russia.
you look in Telegram, I would say if you look in Telegram, you can show them what you're talking about. I just stuck some stuff in there for you.
I guess I'll do that.
That's actually the Unity that is in that picture, but in the article below the picture, that's the
This is going to be
Imagine.
complicated for me to try to pull up on the fly on that other screen. But, hey. Yeah. All right. Not a good idea. An article, see, I can just pull that up. It's not difficult.
Yeah, well, the article shows the Imagine. There you go.
All right,
Look
so
at
there's the VSS Imagine. Can they see it? Do I have the right screen on? Yeah, they can see it.
Scroll down,
okay, so
though.
here it is. Dun dun dun,
Look at
dun. Yeah.
Right? And they tow it up there, literally attached to the world's largest regular plane. Like, it's like 2 planes, and it attaches in the middle, and then it just shoots off.
Yeah.
Right? I dumped a whole bunch of money in there. They better make that stuff work.
Yeah, 100%. We want foil to win-win-win. All right, so Russia's testing the RD-171MV engine.
Yeah, they didn't copy that at all.
How do you say that again? Roscosmos?
Roscosmos.
Roscosmos
Yeah, the Russian
said
space agency.
at the end of March that the advanced LOX kerosene engine completed a run of 8 test fires. The cycle of test firings, which occurred over a period of 3 months, were successful and confirmed the operability of the engine, Russian Space Corporation said. Let's see. Now the RD-171MV engine will be delivered to the Progress Rocket and Space Center, where it will eventually undergo integration tests with the first stage of Soyuz 5 rocket. The rocket, with a capacity of 18 metric tons to low Earth orbit, is conceived of as a replacement for the Proton vehicle that may make its debut in 2023. So yeah, what do we, let me see what we have left here for SpaceX. Oh, we get to see the last rocket that blew up. Exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again.
So let's watch the last rocket blow up of Elon. How exciting.
Right.
Oh, there's a commercial
Come on,
here.
guy.
So I gotta mute it
Uh-oh.
till the commercial's gone.
Like, he's got to get it one of these times.
He's gonna
You
get
know,
it. He'll get it.
He's not going to just give up. Like, well, this was like the 11th.
If I was as rich as him, I'd do it for fun. I'd be like, oh, let's blow
Man,
up the next 6.
right?
Why not? Yeah.
What does it matter? Right? He just bought a whole city.
There we go. Where's Space Mouse?
Right. We don't really get to watch it blow out either. For some reason, the
Well, then why are we
transmission
watching
cut
this?
out.
11 is not coming back. Don't wait for the landing.
To show you what he had to say.
Why is it all grayed out?
Something significant happened shortly after the burn start.
Maybe it was the ETs.
I don't know.
Maybe we're like, nope,
4 kilometers altitude.
Just below. I mean, I wonder how much each one of those costs.
A lot.
Oh, can you imagine being a spectator on the launch pad and getting hit by some freaking Starship debris?
They've done it
6
before.
kilometers
A
altitude.
couple of his
Oh.
rockets got taken out before, you know.
Oh, God, it just blew up.
Oh, look at that.
It just blew up.
It's horrible.
This is like a compilation of blow-ups. This
All
isn't
the best
last one.
blow-ups.
Apparently so. I think we could get docked for that particular video, so we're gonna take that off.
Okay.
I don't think that's yeah. I'm starting to get to know what we can get docked for and what we cannot get docked for.
Why would we get docked for that?
I don't know, because I don't know. I just feel like we will with that one. So anyway, and it doesn't even have the particular, rocket blowing up that we wanted to watch. So why get docked over a rocket blowing up that we don't even want to watch?
There's no footage of that rocket blowing up.
Well, that would be why we don't have it, Boyle.
Right?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Cool.
Yeah. I can't drink out of that anymore, guys, because if I do, it's going to make me laugh. I'm going to spit water all over the camera, and then it's going to be a real problem. All right, so that concludes Space Force and SpaceX. We are now moving on to
Black pill!
the black pill of Space Force
Right.
News. Defense with Loyal to the Foil.
Oh, boy. We got some ruckus going on now. We have some serious potential powder kegs, guys. And one of the primary issues right now is this Russian buildup on the border of Ukraine. Now, if you caught the video I did with Putin riding the bear, I talked about how in 2014, Russia just kind of ganked Crimea from Ukraine. They annexed it. Now, they've been funding groups. Clearly, they fund groups not just in Crimea, but all through Ukraine that are like they're Russian-backed separatist groups. And the whole thing with Ukraine is that there's a lot of money that goes through there from the natural gas that goes through Ukraine to service the rest of Europe. Well, I talked a little bit previously about how Russia wants to build its own pipeline going straight to Germany to completely bypass this whole Ukraine issue. Just a couple of weeks ago, Biden, out of nowhere, called Putin out on Crimea again. So now, Russia, we are seeing a massive buildup of Russian troops and forces right on the border of Ukraine. Russia has warned NATO against sending any troops to help Ukraine. Okay, the Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Russia would take additional measures if NATO were to make such a move. There are sporadic low-level clashes that continue in eastern Ukraine between Ukrainian troops and Russian-backed separatists. Clearly, U.S. forces in Europe are on like the highest level of alert at this point. I think, what did they say it was called? Imminent possible conflict or something. But I mean, this is all bad. Pull that video. I
I was going to say, do you want me to pull up the tanks? Man.
Yes.
Look at this.
Ukraine's president says that that these military exercises, that they're traditional Russian, psyops, basically. But look at this. This does not look like just a war game to me. There are so many videos like this being posted on Twitter right now.
Yeah, I've seen like 5 of them. So either
Like, that is not-
so either something's happening. This came from Alex KOKCHAROV
Yeah, I can't see that far.
on Twitter.
Kocherov, maybe.
Yeah, Kocherov.
Last month they were doing military exercises in Crimea, and like I said, they annexed it in March 2014. Well, now they've got a massive military buildup. They're trying to tell NATO to mind their business, but I mean, this actually is our business.
Right.
So I mean, that is just a potential catastrophe waiting to happen. And then to make it even more complicated, we have had NATO intercepting Russian planes at a much higher level than is happened at any point in the most recent history. As a matter of fact, the other day, NATO planes had to be scrambled 10 times in a 6-hour period. Russians were just flying into our Alaskan, we've talked about the air defense identification zones, the ADIZ, basically our defense area. They've been flying in there. And the worst part is they weren't even broadcasting like transponder codes or anything. That could have been a catastrophe for commercial flights. They were just flying in there. And then normally when we scramble jets, you know, they bust a U and go back to where they came from. Well, not now. Not now. Now they're just hanging out, flying around. And it didn't just happen over Alaska. They intercepted them in the North Atlantic, the North Sea, Baltic, and the Black Sea, NATO said. Of course, Russia, there was no response from Russia when they were called on it or asked about it.
You think all those tanks are psyop, or do you the tank footage and all of all the military vehicles? Do you think they're actually moving
we've
stuff?
seen massive troop buildups just to kind of try to push people into submission before, but with everything else that's going on, could it end peacefully? Yes. Could they find some sort of conclusion to this that doesn't require a bunch of ruckus? Possibly. Is that the most probable scenario with everything else going on? And when we can see the actions that are going on in the Middle East with Russia respect to China, Russia respect to, you know, their ties to Iran, China's new ties to Iran, like there's just too much going on right now. The world has become a powder keg. And if any one of these, you know, hot zones pops off, I think that will quickly lead to full-scale global conflict.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yep.
We will be forced to act at this point. And this isn't like World War II where, you know, I mean, we're all the way over here and it's relatively safe. Like, that's not how this works anymore.
Not with who we got in office.
No, definitely not. And that's the whole thing is, if you notice, all of this stuff, I mean, yes, there were problems, but this stuff has multiplied exponentially as far as the number and the seriousness of the issues, because it's like they smell blood in the water.
Yep.
They know that we're weak.
Yep.
They know he's weak.
Yep. And the border situation.
Man, it's too much at once.
It's a powder keg.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and then they talk so much smack now. Like, at least before, it wasn't such public smack talking on a public stage. Like now they you know, they said that the world was laughing at Trump. Like, y'all are confused. Now they're for real laughing.
Right. No,
and
it's obvious. It's obvious now that before it was just attacks coming from the media to try to discredit him. That's, you know, it's becoming obvious even to those it wasn't obvious to before. This is a totally different situation. This is just nobody
are really
respecting
close to
you.
like
Nope. And
like
you're the laughing
close to
stock
shit hits the fan
of the people in your own country because they didn't put you where you are.
Yeah, right.
So that's
they
the
know.
consequences. Yeah.
And you know, other nations, they know.
Hey, Average Joe, good to see you. All right, so Philippines says illegal structures found on reefs near where Chinese boats.
One.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy. We were kind of talking about this last week. We were talking about Duterte. Remember Rodrigo Duterte? You said he had a real strong name, that guy.
I said he had a hot name. He had a sexy name.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we talked about how they had 200 plus Chinese fishing vessels that aren't fishing vessels. It's what they're calling their maritime militia. You know, I mean, these are brand new ships. They can tell from the satellites that these ships are clean. They were recently constructed. They've got them lashed together with like military precision. You know, just hundreds of them are out there. And China's trying to tell everybody, hey, they're just fishermen trying to avoid rough seas.
Right.
Like, man, we ain't had no bad weather in I don't know how long. This is what, you know, in the South China Sea, they're telling them, like, this is a lie. So last week, Rodrigo Duterte scrambles jets, and he's flying his jets over these planes. He's like, hey, you know, don't make me do something crazy here, right? Well, in the midst of all this, the Philippines now says, as of Thursday, that they've discovered illegally built structures on features in the Union Banks, a series of reefs in the South China Sea, near where Manila says the flotilla of Chinese fishing vessels were hanging out. they spotted these during these patrols that they were conducting with, with these planes or whatever. They didn't give precise locations, but we've seen China do this in the past, where they will lash these boats together. They'll claim some part of some reef. They'll go in and start dumping sand and building these little fake islands that they then turn into military outposts. And it's crazy because in 2016, President Xi gave a speech at the University of Beijing, I think, and he said specifically that their goal was to create a triangle. Like, they want to get these choke points in these shipping lanes. Now, like, I think it's like 3/4 of the world's oil will end up going through the South China Sea at some point.
Yeah.
So he's got this planned out. Like, we already know this is not new stuff, and for people to pretend like it's not happening is ridiculous. He's creating choke points, and not just here. He's probably going to go after. We've got a base closer over to India that is a choke point. We've got some stuff that goes up through the Taiwan Straits that would be a choke point. Like, he's already built these little. President Xi has already built these little fake, military outposts, these little fake islands all through, these reefs and through the archipelagos and whatever else. Like, I mean, we know what he's doing. The question is, how far are we going to let him get with it? Because if they're able to choke, now look what just happened last week. If they're able to choke shipping, which is what this is about, choking shipping.
Big problem. 100%.
That's a whole new level of ruckus. So this is wild. So yeah, so now they found on Whitsun Reef the beginning in the Spratlys of some more artificial structures, where these fishermen are just trying to avoid the rough seas. Like, okay, buddy. Nobody buys that.
I wonder if that's what happened in the Suez.
That's what I'm saying. It seems awfully crazy that we're having, I mean,
think about how easy that would be to put these little choke points in, then you can't see them, but they're there, and then the ship goes to go through and boom, it gets stuck.
Well, listen, here's the thing, right? China has what they call their Belt and Road Initiative, right? They attack American imperialism, but really China is heavily invested in over 100 countries globally. They are literally remaking Africa and Latin America in their image. See, they get these countries to sign these contracts where, China will give them loans to let them do whatever projects, all right? So like, say they want to build a bridge. They sign this thing with China. China says, okay, we're going to loan you the money to do this, but you got to buy all Chinese stuff. You got to use all Chinese product, and a lot of it's shoddy. The steel is bad. The concrete is bad. Half of the time, the shit falls apart. And in exchange for us giving you the money, even though you got to spend it and buy our products, we also get to, we get to put our little project here. We're going to build our little base here. Like in Patagonia, they built an observatory that is now manned by Chinese troops. And I mean, even the people in Patagonia are like, what do you need troops to watch the moon for? Like, it's supposed to be an observatory. Because you're tracking satellites, bruh. Like, the Chinese will go in. The details of the contracts are secret. They're always kept secret, right? Everybody is forced to sign an NDA, so we never get the real deal. Like in Africa, they're literally taking all of the copper in Zambia, for example. They go in, they loan Zambia money, but China gets control of the copper mines. All right? They bring in, like, yes, Zambians can work, but they're paid a pittance, right? They're moved out of their traditional homes into some fake housing that doesn't have proper running water or ventilation. The people are unhappy. They're paying the same in rent to the Chinese to rent the house that they're making each month, so they're still freaking broke. China has complete control over the minerals there.
That's terrible.
Like, they're doing this, and what's crazy, and I don't know how we don't see it. We look at third world places like it's a waste for investment. China looks at it very differently. If everywhere in the developed world is already developed, that means if you go into a developing place and you're the one to develop it, you get the full return on that. Right. So they're literally remaking the entire continent of Africa, and they're going into South America, which is in our backyard. They've got control of the Panama Canal. Like, this is a big problem. They talk about our imperialism all the while. They've got a whole new Chinese expansionist, colonialist, imperialist thing going on, and it's like people just don't want to see what's happening. I don't understand how it's confusing at all. That's my rant on that. In any case,
fantastic rant. I really liked it. I think they did too. So the China-Iran pact is a game changer.
Yeah, well, again, kind of to what I was saying. I talked about this last week a little bit. How they went in. Iran is now going to formally be a member of their Belt and Road Initiative. See, we've traditionally had the primary control over the Middle East. Well, this is changing everything. Over the next 25 years, they've got a $400 billion agreement between China and Iran, right, in exchange for Iranian oil at a very discounted price because nobody else will buy it, right? China's going to provide them with all kinds of stuff, infrastructure, weapons, probably, for their civilian nuclear programs, like all of this. And it's crazy because if you click on the next article, right?
Okay, first step, U.S.-Iran indirect nuclear. Okay.
As soon as this happens, as soon as Iran signs on with China for this Belt and Road Initiative stuff, this massive investment, they're going to send all their oil. Like I've said for weeks, Iran doesn't give us. They don't care about this JCPOA. They don't care about the nuclear pact they have with us. They don't need it anymore. But as soon as they sign on with China, and the Belt and Road Initiative, Biden jumps up like, whoa, wait. Okay, we're going to have talks now, right? We're going to have talks now. That's what this is. Just today, or what was it, Friday? Sorry, it's Sunday. Just on Friday, the United States finally says, okay, we're going to start indirect negotiations just to try and get both countries back into compliance with the JCPOA. And here's the crazy thing. We had sanctions on them. They were cheating anyway. They were enriching uranium, claiming it was civilian. They were doing it anyway. Right? At least the sanctions were holding them back monetarily and keeping them from selling their oil or whatever. It was making it hard for them. Now they've got China. So now if we renege and we rejoin this agreement, they've still got China. You have no hold over them. Man. All it is going to be is us taking away our sanctions. They're going to continue to claim that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, which they wasn't never doing in the first place.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose. And Biden broke the minute they signed that deal. He jumped up like, okay, hold on.
What a mess.
Like, bruh, who is advising you?
What a mess.
Now you double down. Like, oh, you think you're slick?
Yeah.
Now you ain't getting nothing. And I'm about to do whatever else. Like, this is not when you backtrack and give them what they want on top of their deal with China.
Well, on that note, you know what I think?
It is time for?
I think it be about that time. So
is
let's
it time?
See. I think it's time. Let's see here. So yeah, let's I think it's about that time for your regularly scheduled
nature break.
Nature break.
I can't hear it.
Twinkie, 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 Stinky,
Oh,
Stinky,
this is best.
Stinky. Twinkie, 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 Stinky.
I love birds. They're so whacked out like me.
Right? He's just losing it. Like,
I can't breathe.
I did not realize the bird was actually saying that stuff.
Hey, did you guys?
The first time I watched
did
it.
they even hear the bumper? Did I cut it too early? I think I may have cut it too early. So let's.
You cut it too early.
I did, didn't I? Okay,
It
so
didn't say nature break.
I'm gonna play the bumper again, guys, so you can get the full.
On the way out?
The fullness of it. Here we go.
Nature Break.
Right? Amazing.
Right.
Here we are.
Okay.
Come here. TeeSpring. Come here. Come here.
That bird is smart.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Nico, what's wrong?
Oh, this is crazy.
Are you crying?
Did you see this one?
You're a good boy. What's wrong? You have a temper tantrum? What? Oh, Nico. You're a good boy, but you're really a girl. Okay, we have to leave now and get some dinner, Nico. What? Good boy. Can we leave? Nico, can we go? Okay, don't cry. We'll be back later.
Do they have an infant? Did he learn? I mean,
No, that's the bird, man.
No,
That's
so
the
this bird did not learn this from an infant. It just does this.
I went on that guy's channel. The bird freaks out.
Yeah, but did it learn it? Is there an infant in the house?
I did not. I haven't seen an infant. There's no mention of an infant. The bird just loses it.
Whoa.
Right.
Okay, this is Nico having a temper tantrum, getting ready for a show, and now she just said, "Why are you crying?" Nico, are you done? This is what I go through every day, and people think I have a crying baby up here. I will show you. It's really just Nico.
Dude, she had to have heard a baby somewhere. There's no way that she just came up with that off the cuff and just started doing that. Come on now. There is no way. This bird was around a baby.
That's crazy,
heard
right?
a baby. There's no way.
Nico. Nico. You are such a baby. Yes, you are. Now people are coming in because you were crying. Okay, let's go impress these kids, okay?
I need a bird.
Yeah, right.
I need one in my life. I mean, just think about it. You're having a crappy day. Like, that's, and you go
Oh,
to,
I know,
like,
right?
Like, you just, how can you be pissed off when you have a bird to entertain all the time? I mean, I've got a parsley plant now and 2 basil plants. What did I name them? Peter Parsley and Barb and Berry Basil. That's right. Barb and Berry Basil. I really feel like I need a bird. I think I need a bird.
I thought of you when I saw this. You talk about your little birdie friends outside all the time.
I love birds. Birds are amazing.
Right.
All right, so this
These
is kind
ones
of
on
a
this video
this is
are
kind of a
crazy.
long nature break, so maybe we should cut it there at 3:50 and move on to science. So I hope you guys liked Brad's bumper, the nature break bumper. They're all really amazing, but I thought,
he did such good work with them.
dude, they're all really amazing, but they're not quite done yet. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked the nature break bumper. I think it's amazing. I think it's perfect. I think it's absolutely perfect. Okay, so nature break comes to a close. NASA's Europa Clipper hits huge milestone in hunt for life on Jupiter's moon.
Oh yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. So they finally got the okay on this. And NASA has big hopes for Jupiter's moon Europa. The American Space Agency has just dotted the I's and crossed the T's on the spacecraft that will fly out there and see if it can actually support life. The Europa Clipper faces a long journey with Jupiter orbiting the sun at a far more distant elliptical path than Earth. But what it could find there might make it all worthwhile. I don't know. There's a video down there. If you scroll down a little bit and push play, they think there's a ton of water on Europa, and they think that it might be because of the
this.
There's
Are you gonna get me hemmed
yeah.
up again, man? All right.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Man.
They're using. Yeah. See. The water, they think, even though it's frozen on top.
Giant planets are there to be discovered. Europa
Okay, we'll let him
Clipper
tell it.
is being built to do just that. Let's find out what it can do.
Hi, I'm
I
Jim.
think you can play like 11 seconds before they. I gotta figure out these YouTube rules. I don't understand them. I really don't.
I thought it was at least 30 seconds.
I'm always getting emails, you know what I mean,
Green,
too, that I
Chief
did something
Scientist
wrong.
at NASA, and this is Gravity Assist. On this season of Gravity Assist, we're looking for life beyond Earth.
I'm here with Dr. Bob Papalardo, and he is a senior scientist at JPL in the Planetary Science Division. He's also the project scientist for the NASA Europa Clipper mission that's going to Jupiter's moon, Europa, a beautiful ocean world. Welcome, Bob, to Gravity Assist.
Thank you, Jim. It's so good to see you, and I'm so excited to be here.
Well,
is this the whole
how did
podcast?
Jupiter
I
get
only
so-
watched like 2 minutes of it.
Well, we're only 49 seconds in. But they got music going in the background, and I don't know. Is it necessary? Is it that?
Well, they're not really. They're expecting to launch it by like 2024, but in any case, even though it's frozen on top, they think the water may actually be hot from like, convective forces from, thermal heating from the freaking core. They think the water might actually be warm and that there might be stuff in there. So of course, they're going to send a probe out there to go see what's going on.
Well, that's exciting. All right,
Kind of, depending on what they find.
Scientists directly manipulated antimatter with the laser in mind-blowing first.
Oh, this is, the geniuses at CERN again. Right, this week scientists announced that they were finally able to manipulate antimatter using a specialized laser. Antimatter, so we have matter, and there's long been a question about why is there, theoretically, there should be as much antimatter as matter in the universe, but there's not. There's way more matter, right? So they're trying to figure out why that is. Antimatter is supposed to be made of antiparticles. I mean, it's basically the exact opposite of matter. It has the exact opposite charges, right? And it should be in equivalent levels. Now, personally, I think that maybe there's an inverse to our universe, like literally the upside down.
Right.
And that what we think is antimatter here is matter to them, and what's matter here is their antimatter or whatever, and it bleeds through. Right? There's a little bit of bleed through. Maybe that's what the veil is separating us from the upside down. I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, at the Anti-Hydrogen Laser Physics Apparatus Project, an international collaboration based at the European Organization for Nuclear Research, aka CERN in Geneva, team members there were able to use a laser to literally cool anti-hydrogen almost, to absolute zero, which allows them to manipulate it. They'll be able to get better analysis on it. They'll be able to control its movements and kind of get better readings on it, because this could not possibly end badly. But they've been trying to do this since the 90s when they were, I think in 2011 they were able to actually create enough antimatter in a large enough capacity to be able to try and do something with it.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen reports that maybe bad things happen when there's a whole bunch of antimatter around.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like it affects consciousness and everything else.
Right.
Which makes perfect sense to me. But now they're able to cool it down to damn near absolute zero and manipulate it, because that sounds like a great plan, and see what happens. So I guess we shall see.
All right. So let's see. Harvard scientists excited by results on new cancer vaccine.
Yes. Did you see the? Well, no. Sorry, I was going to say, did you see the tweet? So the other day, who tweeted? So one of these big pharma companies had tweeted out that now that they know the the mRNA stuff works for. Now they know that it works for the 1984, that their next target is cancer. Well, just recently, a team of researchers say that they've designed a personalized cancer vaccine capable of inducing an immune response that fights off melanoma. which is the deadliest form of skin cancer, that it lasts for several years. Now, this was a phase 1 study. It wasn't a really big study. They had 8 people in it. Of the 8, 6 people were able to go for whatever the length of the time of the study, and they didn't pop up with cancer again. They didn't really mention what happened to the other 2. But apparently 6 out of 8 ain't bad. They think they might have something here. It's called Neovax, an experimental vaccine called Neovax. It promotes a personalized immune response to the melanoma. And they think they may be able to naturally shake this up a bit to attack other forms of cancer.
Well, isn't that interesting?
It's something.
Right? All right, so let's see. Can a common food preservative harm the immune system?
Dude, if you eat Cheez-Its or freaking Little Debbie's or, man, there were so many, listen, Pop-Tarts, any kind of Kellogg's product, there's a list of 1,250, I think it's 1,250 products. Yeah, 1,250 processed foods, including Cheez-It crackers, Pop-Tarts, Reese's peanut butter cups, and Little Debbie Swiss rolls, all the Little Debbies, as a matter of fact, that they have found to contain a toxic amount of, what is it, TBHQ?
Yeah,
TBHQ.
that's a big shocker.
Yeah. Tert-butyl hydroquinone, right? Apparently, it's a preservative that they use. It negatively affects immune system functioning. Imagine that. And here's the crazy, and I didn't know this. I learned this when I was reading this. So apparently, the FDA, they test these chemicals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, if 20 years goes past, there's no protocol for them to have to routinely come back and retest and see. Once it's approved, it's approved. So apparently this stuff was approved quite a while ago, but now, for whatever reason, they went back and did, done by a private company where they did some studies on it, and they found out that this stuff was seriously immunotoxic, and it was causing problems like chronic inflammation, immunosuppression, immunostimulation, autoimmune disorders, like all kinds of ruckus from this TBHQ that's in.
I can't even believe the food I used to eat at one time. Like it's horrifying
Rice
to me.
Krispie treats are bad.
It's horrifying to me now to even think about the way that I treated my body most of my life, because I had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing.
Any kind of microwave popcorns.
Oh, I don't even mess with the microwave. That thing's that thing serves one purpose, and that's to hold your cell phone while you talk.
The prepackaged salads that you buy, like at Walmart or wherever, like the prepackaged, like the Caesar salads and stuff. I don't mean the ones in the bag. I mean the ones that they make, the walnut Asian salad or the Caesar salad. Like apparently these things are covered in the stuff.
Yeah, you don't eat.
If you guys are,
you don't eat processed food. You don't eat GM. You eat real. Like you go and you find real food and you eat it, even if it's more work. Right. Anything that comes easy is not. It's not food. That's kind of a good general rule of thumb. Right?
Man.
If you can buy it at 7-Eleven, it's not food.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's not food. It's not food.
If you guys are interested, if you click on the article, which is listed below, there is a hyperlink in the article itself where it says it's present in almost 1,250 processed foods. Right underneath where it says TBHQ and PFAS. Go up a little bit.
Up. What? Up. Top?
Up.
Nope.
Up.
Right
there. See, go down. Second paragraph. It's in blue.
Yeah,
right there.
here?
Click it.
Okay.
Yep. Click that. Show them. Look at all that.
Man.
There's a bajillion pages, and it's all stuff like, there's a lot of stuff on there you wouldn't even think.
That's why you gotta eat. That's I agree with who was it said it out there, Sarah. That's why you gotta eat healthy. You gotta go to I spend all my money on food. Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat. I got some amazing UFO footage up on my channel now. So yep, Ryan says he's got some amazing footage over on his UFO channel. All right, so you notice 7-Eleven right there, clearly, vegetable.
If you scroll down,
I don't
like
eat none of
there's
this stuff.
It's wild. Well,
not a nair.
There's so much,
dude. So yeah, go and check out the list, guys, if you're interested to know about this stuff and educate yourself on. Oh, she's already got it up, I think. Detox with Tessa has it up. Awesome. Thank you, Tessa.
Woohoo.
Yeah, woohoo.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, lots of depressing news today, but I'm not going to allow it to depress me. Scientists connect human brain to computer wirelessly for first time ever.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right?
Right. And this is not Neuralink. They put it in people that are suffering from paralysis. It says the first wireless commands to a computer have been demonstrated in a breakthrough for people with paralysis. The system is able to transmit brain signals at single neuron resolution and in full broadband fidelity, say researchers at Brown University in the US. A clinical trial of the BrainGate technology involved a small transmitter that connects a person's brain motor cortex. Trial participants with paralysis used the system to control a tablet computer. They published the study. They were able to achieve similar typing speeds and point-and-click accuracy, the same that they would be able to with wired systems. Now, of course, they're testing it on people with paralysis because then they can sell it like, oh, we can help all these people. But if you put a chip in your head, you're asking for trouble.
We're in the age of chips. And implants.
Anything can be hacked. Wirelessly. Can you imagine? It's connected to your motor cortex.
I'm not going that way, man. You know, there's no, but hey,
right?
It's not.
I can see if you're a quadriplegic, man. Go ahead.
You could see the temptation.
You know what I'm saying?
There.
Go ahead. But, bruh, you're not chipping my brain, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, Foil. 100%. I'm right there with you on that one. You're not putting a chip anywhere near me. It's coming. In a multitude of ways.
So many ways.
Scientists create living machines that move, heal, remember, and work in groups.
Yes. Now, we've talked about the Xenobots before, right? I was making replicator jokes on here at one point. These are made from frog cells, right? And the Xenobot 1.0, they were completely constructed by humans, right? And they were able to do little bits of stuff.
Were those the little guys that were doing backflips in people's stomachs? Were those the little robots that were doing the backflips? Weren't those the Xenobots?
I don't know if those were the Xenobots or not. Or
you guys remember the little robots that did backflips in your tummy?
We had them in somebody's intestine or something. We had footage of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these are a little bit different. This is the 2.0 version. Okay, these ones actually behave. They exhibit collective swarm behavior, which is kind of wacky. They can remember things. Of course, we talked about the potential for them to program behaviors and program memory into these things. Well, as a matter of fact, there is a video you can show on here. Scroll down. It's very
you said
brief.
Frogs. You got all their attention. I'm surprised I'm not seeing frog stickers all over the chat.
Well, these ones are really different. These ones were not. Yes, push play.
She's
for
gonna
sure.
get me in trouble again. Watch.
No, this is a good one. Get us out of there so they can see.
Us. Move us.
Yes. These are completely, almost self-constructed aside from this part right here. Not like the 1.0 version.
We can do without the music, I think. The music is what you get in trouble for. I mean, it's kind of groovy with the music. I'll shut up. Go ahead.
Oh, no. If that's the problem, I feel you.
I think
so
it's
these
the problem.
ones are a little bit different, right? You can see the spheres they start to move on their own. They develop these little cilia that they then use for locomotion, which the 1.0 version didn't have, right? No, there, you can see them. They use those things to move around. Wait till it shows them going through mazes and stuff. Like they're literally
guys. Oh my
right there,
gosh.
Look at him moving, right? They remember. So they're thinking they're going to be able to program them to deposit medical payloads and whatever else, but they're self-healing. Look, they record their experiences in color, right?
Oh, man.
They can work in concert as a swarm.
Wow. Wow.
It says compared to their first edition, the Xenobots 1.0, that were millimeter-sized automatons constructed in a top-down approach by manual placement of tissue and surgical shaping of the frog skin and cardiac cells to produce motion, This updated version takes a bottom-up approach. The biologists took stem cells from frog embryos and allowed them to self-assemble and grow into spheroids, where some of the cells, after a few days, differentiated to produce cilia, the tiny hair-like projections that move back and forth or rotate in a specific way. They act like little legs to help these things move around. You know, they've ran a variety of computer simulations with them. Like I said, they think that they'll be able to program them to drop medical payloads, to, you know, do all manner.
How are they going to get them in the person's body?
I reckon they'll inject them right in there, which seems like a terrible idea to me, but whatever.
Little nano machines injected in me.
Yeah, I'm not taking the nanobots.
Isn't there another way to what did we do before we did that? Before we injected machines?
Yeah, right.
In our bodies. We had a way to do things, didn't we?
Gosh, don't be so old school, Alara. Don't we want these things to solve all our problems for us? I mean, what do we need? You know, what do we need a immune system for? We can just inject some frog bots. We'll be fine. This is fine.
All right, so closing out science, we are now moving into disclosure and UFOs.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
Right.
dun. All right, so UFOs spotted in South Haven, Mississippi. This is exciting. Check this out. Here we go.
Here's a song about a brawny paper towel.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I want to hear a song about a brawny paper towel.
Here, skip ad.
I was going to say skip ad, right?
Y'all. What are these?
You think them could be drones? Space
Those
drones?
are not planes. They're just,
Space drones?
They keep coming over the tree line. Look, they keep coming down here. Here comes some more.
Here's friend, man.
Listen to this guy's great narration.
Man.
Here they come, man. Here comes some more.
Oh my goodness, dude. What are these?
Those gotta be. You think them are drones, or what do you think those are?
I'm looking.
That is something.
No, I do not.
No, they're not. Right? They look like Merkabas, yeah?
Well, I can't see him well enough to
I had a stroke.
make a call like that.
Year and a half in therapy.
Hey!
Hey!
What are you doing?
So, South Haven, father and son believe they may have seen something out of this world above their neighborhood late Sunday night. That was the video we just watched. David Howell said he was getting something out of his car at the corner of Bridgewater and Hackberry when he looked up and saw a formation of several bright, round lights that appeared to be dancing in the sky. Oh, we're not on the screen anymore. Where'd we go?
I don't know.
There, we're back. Yep, there go the green frogs in the chat. All right, so everything went through mind. In this, UFOs or aliens, Hal said. Hal yelled for his father to come outside and began recording the lights on his cell phone. His father, James Howell, said that they counted at least 10 orbs in the sky and said they were too big to be drones. One of them was a lot bigger than the other 9. They were going north-northwest, and they would change positions. The Howells neighborhood is just a few miles from the Memphis International Airport. In fact, jets were flying above us on Monday afternoon. We contacted the airport tower to see if someone could explain the lights, but have not heard back from anyone. So far, well, that's...
I trust him.
Yeah. So far, we have
some
not...
camo headphones there.
Yeah. That's it. If the redneck scale is up, foil sold, you know?
I'm sold.
Especially with Bigfoot hunting. The more
absolutely.
The more Carhartt and, you know, she's...
Camo.
Right. Can camo, then the more she's convinced that it's a legitimate Bigfoot sighting. Yeah, so anyway, so far we've not been able to speak to anyone with the FAA to find out if there were any drones in the area. The South Haven Police Department told us they had not received any calls about the lights. Memphis police have not gotten back to us. The timestamp on David Howell's cell phone shows the video was captured just after 10 p.m. So yeah, seems like some legitimate stuff going on right there. Now this video, you guys.
Is this the one?
Liberty Bells said it could be Chinese lanterns. I don't know about Chinese lanterns there.
I keep seeing the Chinese lantern thing pop up. Like when I'm doing my Reddit recon, people seem to suggest that a lot lately. But those ones, the flashing and the changing colors of the lights is why I said Merkaba.
Looks like we got a question from Mary Berry NC. Is there always a mothership? No, but sometimes. But you notice how that guy said one was a lot bigger than the others? So it makes sense to me that in this particular sighting, that bigger one was probably, at least, maybe not the mothership, but it was at least a class bigger than the others, and it was sending out the others to do whatever, or collecting them back or something like that, So they do operate like that sometimes, and sometimes they're off solo doing their own mission. So kind of depends.
All right, we don't know where they could have come from under the water. They could have come from a land base somewhere. We don't know.
All right, so Scott got this over at UFO Sightings Daily. And this, guys, is like one of the most remarkable things I've seen captured in a really long time. Hold on a second.
So what you doing there?
I'm just... mods.
Is something amazing happening?
No, there's just a dude that needs to go. All right, so I don't know. I already dealt with it.
I got it.
You got it? Yeah.
So show them this amazing thing from the
Helio
Helio
so
viewer.
this is super cool. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. So let's see here. Yeah, this is
Hey guys,
incredible.
This is Scott, and I have something interesting for you. Just a few days ago, on March 27th down here, there was a UFO sighting right over here in this area of the sun. Let me show it to you, then I'll show you a close-up. Watch over here. Did you see that? Now, you can't really see much. You can't see much now, but just a second, I'm going to show you a super close-up, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay, guys, check this out. Did you see that? Did you see that in the circle? Here it is without the red circle. Did you see that? Did you see the UFO shooting out? Okay, look at that. You see that explosion? It's unbelievable. Slow motion, 4 times slower. Did you see that? That is a big UFO. I'm talking moon-sized UFO. It is just huge. It's forever going to be known as a moon-sized UFO? No, forever known as a BA UFO. Big-ass UFO. That is just amazing. You call it UAP, whatever you want, but scientists don't tell me what to call it.
Dude, that is clear. Look at that. I mean,
right?
Look at that. Like, it is clearly a portal-looking thing shooting some sort of ship or object into the sun. Like, look at this, you guys. Like, really, he's going to zoom in even closer, I think. Look at this.
I call it a UFO. BA UFO. And that is just awesome, guys. Just awesome. Now, look at that. Look at that. In just a second, I'm going to try to pause it here for you. Okay, look at that. Right here. Look at that. Now you can see the ripple effect right here. You see right along here and up here and down here, there are ripples going across space and time. That is amazing. And you see the object, the UFO right here. This is as big as the moon, guys. This is as big as the moon. And right over here, another object will poke out. Watch. Did you see it? Do you see this object here poking out? Then pokes back in. Explodes.
Dude.
And the black object moves back in.
That's wild.
So
You see
one
the
object
pattern
shoots
shooting
across,
out?
and another object moves back in over here. However, guys, from the moment the explosion happens right here, all the way to the UFO, from the moment the explosion to the UFO shooting across to this location, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's true. Come down here, look at the time frame. Look at the time frame. It takes 10 minutes to shoot across here. So even though it's a few seconds on the NASA video, it's actually 10 full minutes for this black round sphere to shoot across.
Ryan says all the stars are connected with flux filaments.
I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So I need mods on D Live. I don't know what's going on over there, but
did that.
We have another.
Oh Jesus! All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay over there.
we're getting-
much love, YouTube.
Yeah, go stay over there, please.
I gotcha.
You have a wrench over there?
Yeah, of
Yeah, I don't
course.
know why we're getting hit with a bunch of trolls, but we are. So.
All right.
Thanks. And any mods that can go over to D Live, that would be cool and help out. All right, so yeah, I think this is just completely wild what we're looking at here. This is just like one of the most wild things I've seen captured in a long time. I don't know where you got it, Scott, or how you got this, but this is pretty incredible to me. So, pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Okay, so let's see what we have left. We're getting 7:40. Oh yeah, we're running way over today. All right, so I'm wondering if we should just show any of these other. Here's a UFO seen over Lake Charles, Louisiana, 3/31/2021. Let me play this one real quick. Oops. The colors are pretty.
Right?
Mm-hmm. How long is this one?
I don't know, but it's in Louisiana, so I trust that one too,
Oh,
just so you know.
Oh, because the redneck level is higher.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's my home state.
That makes perfect sense, of course.
Right.
Is this guy gonna do anything interesting, or just stay? Oh, he's zipping around. No, he's zipping around.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah,
he's zipping around.
He gets to moving, man.
He's zipping around. He's fading out, coming back in, and messing with this guy.
Rain, are you talking about me saying Louisiana?
Oh, is that another one, or is that the?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's going on there?
I don't know. That don't look like his camera, because his camera ain't moving. That looks like something different, don't it?
It's a different guy.
It looks like a different guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mike.
No, that's his.
That's his camera.
That's his camera. That's the only guy. Is the one down there.
But
still, that one's cool.
Yeah, I think that one was reported too. Like, other people called in with that.
Doctor says he thinks it could be a drone with a light.
Maybe.
What do you guys think? All right, and he's out. He's gone. And he's out. He's gone. Yep. So, the other one was a reflection, Suiterbug says. Yeah, that was the, what do you call it? The green thing that when you tape them with a camera, the green lens flare. That's what the other one was. The other one was a lens flare, but the first one wasn't.
The little tiny one, but yeah, but the original one was actually what he was filming.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. What is this?
Oh, what up, Troy Cooks?
Hi, Troy.
Yes, sir. From down on the Delta. Yes, sir.
We'll play a little bit of this one, and then we need to cut to space weather because we're running way over.
Space weather.
Space weather. Yeah, this one's cool. Well, I mean, it only doesn't last long.
It was short, but there are a lot of these. Like, and that's not a drone.
That's
like,
similar
that.
to the one. That's similar to
Yes.
the one that I caught at Contact that year when I got the other ships.
You can see the light patterns and the colors.
You can see the
changing
geometry, and
flashing.
it does this. And
Yep.
yeah, it's cool.
Yes, sir.
Super cool. All right, so what else do we got? What is this? I don't know what that is. I don't know where that came from.
Which one is
TMZ.
that?
Oh, that's your TMZ.
Oh,
the
that
church
was
guy.
yeah. That was the one.
The church
right?
guy and the TMZ. All right, so I think that about sums it up for the disclosure section and UFO section. I think it's time to go ahead and move to space weather update with Alexis from Ascension Diaries.
Beep, bubble, beep.
Hello and welcome back to another Space Weather Update. My name is Alexis of Ascension Diaries. It is Sunday, April 4th, 2021 at around 3:23 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now, and I'm going to talk about the last 7 days since I saw you last, and maybe some predictions into the next few days. But over the last 7 days, the biggest space weather days that I observed were Wednesday and Thursday, the 31st and the 1st, and as well as yesterday, April 3rd, for particular reasons. On the 31st and the 1st, I witnessed a CME come out of the right-hand side of the sun, which ejects a lot of data into the universe, you know what I mean? And then the Schumann resonance hit a very peculiar amplitude of around the 25 hertz range. That particular frequency hit an amplitude of 102 right around the same time of that CME, which was very peculiar and very high for this particular chart to see anything in 100. So that was very cool. I noticed a lot of symptoms during that time. I wrote it in my blog. And so if you want to keep up throughout the week, you can follow me at ascensiondiaries.com. We're currently in the energy wave that's being predicted for us. So the current space weather that we're having seems to be what was expected. We are also seeing very little impact currently. We're seeing little impact, low solar speed. We're seeing a potential for a flare here, right here, potentially. But that's, again, that could or could not happen in the next few days. Maybe it won't even happen. We don't know, but currently everything is really quiet. So it was the Wednesday, the 31st and the 1st and the 3rd that were the biggest, and this is what happened on the 3rd. In Italy, they registered quite a bit of amplitude between 0 and actually much higher than this chart shows, but unfortunately this 24 hours has passed or 48 hours has passed, and all of this data is kind of in the past, but I'll show you a little bit of evidence here on the 3rd that there was amplitude increase, at least in Italy. And so currently Russia's quiet all over the board. I'm seeing also that Schumann bot got shut himself down on Twitter. So if you need a resource for that, there is an app called Schumann Resonance you can download. Also, I noticed Saudi Arabia had some really weird behavior between the Wednesday and Thursday here, 31st and the 1st. Data in the 3rd is still gone, but South Africa got a little amped up near the 3rd as well. And currently global consciousness for right now, it's blue. We're in blues and greens today, at least this afternoon. I don't know about tonight, but right now we're cruising. We'll see how it goes tonight. But the solar wind speed's just slightly above average. And if you need any of the links of what I'm talking about, they're in my Linktree link. They're all in here, so you can find it and use it on your own. Otherwise, follow me on Instagram for further updates, and I will see you next week, of course, and I'll see you tonight for the live stream. It's always a pleasure to be here. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm wishing you the very best week. Have a good one.
Beep babo beep.
Beep babo beep.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on in the chat tonight. I really just don't even know what's happening. I just don't even know what's happening in the chat tonight. But Alexis, thank you so much for an amazing space weather update.
We love you.
Yes, of course we love her. And her stream will be going on right after this show. The link to her stream is in the description below, as well as her donation link. The link to all her stuff is in the description below.
Yes,
and
go
her
check
stream,
it out.
Yeah, her stream will be on right after we get done today. So definitely go and check that out. Thank you so much for your space weather update, Alexis. All right, I need to empty the chest on D Live, make a couple of announcements, and then, yeah, Troy, if we come there, and we do that, we're going to need to grill me some mushrooms. I'm just saying, I'm going to need some portobello with some barbecue sauce.
I'm all about the meat.
Some A1. Well, we're going to have to put some portobellos on for me, because I'm going to be,
oh, the vegans.
in trouble. Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble that day, boy. But I'll still run with y'all and have fun. Right?
We are going.
Well, I'll bet you he can make a bomb mushroom too. I'll bet you he can make a portobello taste like a steak.
Probably.
I bet you he can.
He's got some fantastic recipes on his channel.
Yeah. All right. I know. I saw you checking them out. All right. So let me go over to D Live here and empty the chest. Empty the chest. Yeah. Here we go. Ready, guys? Here we go. Time to distribute rewards. Rewards are now distributing on D Live. Woohoo. All right, what else do we need to cover? Let's see. Okay, so Wednesday night show, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I will have Lewis Arthur on from Veterans on Patrol. Yeah, so we're going to be discussing the border situation, going over some stuff. and letting you know ways that you can help with the situation. So definitely come and check out that show on Wednesday with Lewis. Yeah.
Guys, for Thursday, we need to give them a choice. All right? For Conspiracy Couch on Thursday, guys, if you want to talk about the Nephilim, the Giants, push 1. If you want to talk about, what do we say? Atlantis, push 2. So 1 for Giants, aka Nephilim, 2 for Atlantis. Alara, which chat are you watching?
Well, I can see YouTube and D Live because I don't have.
Let me know.
I don't have Foxhole tonight because they're down.
1 for the Giants.
1 for the Giants. 2 for Atlantis.
2 for Atlantis. That's for Conspiracy Couch this week.
All right, so we got some 2s. We got we got a lot of 2s. We got both. We got it's kind of like a tie-up.
Oh. This looks. I don't know. I'm thinking the 2s might have it here.
Well, I don't know who's got it. It's tight. It's tight.
Yeah, I think the 2s got it, dude. On YouTube, it's looking too heavy.
It's looking too heavy. Yeah, it's looking too heavy. All right, so Atlantis it is. We'll be going over
Atlantis it is.
Underwater structures, Atlantis, that type of topic. That's what we're doing on Conspiracy Couch, which is this Thursday evening, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Go ahead.
Right. Suter says, "Thanks, Alara and Foil. Great show tonight. His vote is for the Giants in Atlantis." Good thinking.
Well, we can go into some giant stuff too. So bring with the Giants, and we'll go with the underwater stuff and Atlantis for Thursday. And we'll just kind of wing it on that one. Oh, and I think we're going to be running Conspiracy Couch through Discord instead of Zoom. We're going to try it that way,
indeed.
see how it works, see if it works good. So I will post the Discord link to my server on the link, the description to the show. Now we're getting 2s, 12s, 15s, and 16s. Okay, Keystone Channel. Wait, what day is that? Monday? Yeah.
Monday.
Keystone Channel will have special guest Yvonda on to go over QHHT stuff. That'll be 7 p.m. Eastern on the Keystone Channel, I believe tomorrow. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, QHHT with Yvonda. So definitely go and check that out. What else? Am I missing any other announcements, Foil, or anything?
No, not that I can think of. Thank you to the mods. We love you.
Did we miss a super chat? I don't think we did we?
I got Suter.
Yeah, we love you guys, and we hope you had a wonderful, blessed Easter. And
indeed,
we always love being here on Sunday nights. What time for what, Sarah? Keystone Show is 7 p.m. Eastern on tomorrow, and I think one of the mods will post the link in the chat for that. Let's see. My interviews are always 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday nights. My Wednesday night lives. And Conspiracy Couch is 10:30 p.m. Eastern Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. I know a lot of you guys are not getting notifications. That's nothing new around here with my channel. So that's why I brought up following me on Telegram, because I always post every show there and other people's shows and stuff like that. So it's a good place to stay up to date with it, especially when you never get notifications on this channel. It really helps a lot. So anyhow, and then Foil posted on Twitter too. So if you're following Foil on Twitter, me on Telegram, then you're good to go. And it doesn't matter
guys,
how much they try not to do that.
Right. Well, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like Alara said, you can follow us, me on Twitter, her on Telegram. The links are obviously in the description below. You can donate to Space Force News Live directly at loyaltothefoil.com. Just specify that it is for Space Force News. That is also in the description below. Our TeeSpring is down there. We will have the puffin shirts very soon, I promised you. Organisms are up, right? Break it down.
Right.
Make sure to meet us here next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for another super awesome episode of Space Force News Live. Keep your eyes on the skies and stay loyal.
We are your news in this dimension and the next. Good night, Space Peeps. We'll see you next Sunday.
Deuces.